All right, welcome back, folks. So I'm going to talk in this video about FETCH.AI. I talked about FETCH about a week, 2 weeks ago on my channel for the first time. And since that time, it's more than doubled in price. If you've seen the FETCH.AI chart, it's, it's going parabolic, basically. I don't know when it's going to stop. I don't know exactly what it's going to do, but it's pretty crazy. And if you're not familiar with FETCH.AI, it's part of the artificial intelligence landscape, right? It's that's what it is. They've got a lot of fascinating information out there that you'll find on their website, on YouTube, on Twitter, about what it is their technology can do and how it can make our lives better. And AI isn't going anywhere. We all know that AI is a huge play in the stock market, like with Nvidia. Nvidia is huge, right? And it's just going to get bigger, in my opinion. It's just going to get bigger. And I think FETCH.AI is going to be the same way, and other AI coins like Render. I don't know about AGIX. I think it's going to do well, but when I looked at it, I'm like, well, it's basically like a marketplace for AI stuff. It doesn't actually have utility like Render, like FETCH.AI. So I think FETCH.AI and Render and some of the other tokens are going to do well as well this cycle. And but I look at Fetch and I go, man, it's in my opinion, it's one of the top AI cryptos to be in. Okay, so, and there's real utility there. There's, in a lot of ERC20 tokens, especially meme coins, there's not a whole lot of utility. But in Fetch, I feel like there is, and they're doing stuff. And, and like anything, crypto or stocks, there's a lot more hype usually than there is substance behind, what's actually going on. And that's to be understood. But honestly, as an investor, you want hype. You want the public, the general retail investor, to go nuts, bonkers over the stock or the crypto that you're investing in. And I think FETCH.AI is going to be one of those cryptos that does really well this bull run. Now, we are way above. If you haven't looked at the FETCH.AI chart, like the 5-year chart, take a look at it. We are way past all-time highs from last cycle, way past. We are definitely in price discovery mode. We bumped up to, just over, I think, 280 yesterday, and now we're down to about 250 or so. And I'm sure we're going to go either sideways, down, or up. Obviously, in one of those three directions. But a lot of the people, a couple of people that I watch on YouTube that do TA on Fetch, think that we're heading towards three bucks real soon. We're going to hit it real soon. I mean, we're basically at 250 right now. And that one of the guys I was watching thinks we can make it to like $4 plus by the end of March. Another guy thinks we can make it to $5 by the end of March. So it could be huge. That's a pretty, if we hit $5, that's basically a doubling of the price from where we are right now, which would be huge. I mean, if you look at the price chart of Fetch. Now, where is Fetch going in the bull market? Well, it's anybody's guess. We are in price discovery mode. We don't know for sure where things are going to go. I think it's going to do well, man. We're at the leading edge of the bull market, where I don't know. I mean, is FETCH.AI going to go into its bull run? Is it going to start early? Because last cycle it started with basically most all other cryptos, but it could be starting early. With Filecoin, Solana, Digibyte. Hopefully those all pop early, or at least Filecoin and Digibyte. But it could be. I personally ask myself, I'm like, how do I tell when we're actually in the FETCH.AI bull run? And I think that's when, for me personally, when we get to the place where we have a FET price of $5, that will signal to me that, yeah, we're in a bull run. Fetch is in a bull run. And, and potentially moving up to, its new all-time high, which maybe is going to be $20. I think it could be actually bigger than that. Excuse me. But I think it could be bigger than that. Bigger than $20. Some of the guys I follow on YouTube, on Twitter, think that a $50 FET price is not out of the question for an all-time high this cycle. That would put the FETCH.AI market cap somewhere between $50 and $60 billion. That's a lot, but I mean, that's essentially what Shiba Inu has or had. So I don't think it's unreasonable, given the fact that AI has a real place in society. Its narrative is growing. It's going to do really well, in my opinion. And I think we're going to see that in the price action of Fetch this cycle. I don't know what it can get up to, man, but I think 20 bucks is sort of a minimum in my mind. If we're already at $2.50, I think we can make it to 20 this cycle for sure. Another crypto that I talked about that feeds in with AI is Origin Trail. This is symbol TRAC. It's the ERC20 token. I think it's going to do phenomenally. I think it's, track, if you do research on Origin Trail, what they have in their basket of goods is a distributed knowledge graph. And what this is something that allows artificial intelligence to be trained using verifiable data. And that's really important because artificial intelligence, when it's building its knowledge models, we want it to be trained on stuff that's true, that's right, that's based in fact. And that's what Origin Trail helps with the distributed knowledge graph stuff that they have. That's going to really benefit them. I made a community post on my channel when Origin Trail hit $1, and that was just in the last week or two. It's now like $1.50. I think, a lot of people think it can hit between a $20 and a $30 price point this cycle. So I think that's reasonable for track to hit. We'll obviously have to wait and see. But Fetch, man, I think it's going to be a huge narrative. We haven't even started. I mean, it's like we have not started the parabolic phase of the bull run yet for any cryptos. I mean, it looks like Fetch is like one of those cryptos that is starting that for sure. But I would bet that at some point, sooner or later, Fetch is going to cool down and just move sideways and kind of sit and simmer before it rockets upwards again and does its thing. And I don't know when FETCH.AI is going to enter its bull run. It could be this spring, man. It could be this spring, and maybe it's the summer. I highly doubt that we're going to have to wait till the end of the year or beginning of January to actually see Fetch do its thing. I don't feel that. I don't. I've never been in a crypto that's had so many gains actually between when I got in it and prior to the bull run. Like it's like I got into Fetch. I was really fortunate. I got into Fetch when it was 5 cents, and we're now at like 250, which is like a 50x right there already a 50x. And if we do a 10x from here, well, then it turns into a 500x, which would be amazing. So I would love to see that. I will probably sell off a good portion of my FETCH.AI this cycle, not all of it, probably. I don't actually know what to do. Normally, I was like, oh, well, I'm just going to sell it all off and then I'll buy it back, or a good portion of it back in the bear market. But I don't know what's going to happen with the price action of Fetch, especially during the bear market. Because if Fetch captures enough, attention, and there's a big enough narrative with AI this cycle, it might not dip a whole lot in the bear market. Maybe it only drops 40, 50% and then just continues from there, just rocking to make, in the next cycle, maybe it'll hit $100 or $200 or whatever. So I'm kind of thinking over what I want to do with my game plan in regards to Fetch. I'm going to sell some of it off, not probably all of it, but that's my scoop with that. And I'm not going to sell, man, at least until we get to a $10 price point. I don't, that's only a 4x from here. That's only a 4x. I'll start to sell, and I'm not going to sell my entire bag of FETCH.AI. I'm going to do it in tranches, basically over the course of a year, because once a crypto, an altcoin starts its run, it often has a run that lasts about a year. And so I'm going to do tranches, basically a little bit every day, sell a little bit every day off over the course of a year, because if the price pops, like just big time, I want the opportunity to be able to sell more on that day or that week. So that's kind of my game plan with Fetch. But definitely you should check out, if you're a native cryptocurrency investor, check out Fetch if you haven't already, or check out Render, one of the other top AI coins. I have a very small position in Render just to see how it's going to go. I think FETCH.AI is going to perform about the same as Render. So Whether you're in one or the other, I don't think really matters a whole lot. I think they're both going to do well. Probably, you know, two top AI coins. Another one that I think is going to do well. I don't know how well is Ocean. Probably will also do well. But like I said, definitely check out Origin Trail Track if you haven't already, because I think that's going to perform very well too. I think it can easily get up into the $20 to $30 price point this cycle, and currently it's like at $1.50. So that, you know, that's a pretty good return if we can hit those numbers. No guarantees, obviously, with any of this stuff. Life is not certain. Nothing is in the crypto markets, but you can make a lot of money in crypto if you pick the right ones. And I think this cycle, if you've got a position in AI coins, whatever they are, I think you're going to do really well, because that is one of the big narratives this cycle. So I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to end it here, but just check out Fetch. Look at the graph, and the graph of render is kind of very similar. So, but check out Fetch, FET. You can buy it right on Coinbase. You know, it's very easy. You can buy it on Binance. If for some reason you can't get it there, well, you can swap out for it, like in Trust Wallet, swap Ethereum for FET. It's another way to get it. And I don't know if you can swap out for it on Exodus Wallet or not, but at least on Trust Wallet you can. So that's a place you can get it. But definitely check it out. Fetch has been performing just amazingly well. It's a monster, and we haven't even gotten started. So I don't know where this thing is going to go over the course of the bull run. I don't know exactly when the bull cycle, the bull run for Fetch is going to start. It feels like it has, but for me, like I said, personally, probably when we hit $5, it's going to mean game on. And if it's not, I don't know what the hell Fetch could be. Somebody that I was watching said absolute high level for Fetch this cycle is probably $100, and that's like a $100 billion market cap. That's possible. It's possible. I'm not going to count on it, but it's possible. Probably not till next cycle, but $50 Fetch could definitely be in play, which is still, you know, that's a 20x from here. So that's definitely a nice play. And maybe it actually will go above $50 and you know, hit 60, 70, 80, whatever, because if we reach the mania phase of the bull market and people want to pile in, you never know what's going to happen. This cycle is going to be bigger than previous cycles, so you just never know what's going to happen with Fetch or any other crypto that you might be in. Who knows what's going to happen? All right, I'm going to end it here. Congrats to all FETCH.AI holders, especially those who bought in the bear market. You guys are really happy. I know you are. It's been some really good gains in the past several months especially, but I think it's going to do well moving forward. I'll catch you guys in the next video. You guys take care.